Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Last Game Hunter Reviews. Microphone. So guys, this is the Maono. I never ever know if I got it right, but Maono.
I will get it right and do whatever is necessary to accomplish that.
USB XLR dynamic microphone. This is the PD100X. And this has a Manolink and RGB, which looks pretty sick. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. Kind of excited. Of course, we're going to be greeted with the Maono manual, which is actually fairly thick. But it's going to have a few different languages in it and go over the features of this microphone. What's in here? What is in here? Whoa. So right off the bat, of course, we have an adapter for your mic arm, just in case you need to be adapted. We have the chewing, that's not candy. Don't ever put that in your mouth. And we have your USB-C, actually very thick. And it's USB-C to USB-C or USB-C to A, so that is really nice right there. Now keep in mind, this can be USB or XLR, and I'm pretty positive, as any other mics, you need to have the USB plugged in for the RGB. So let's see what else is left in this box. And it is the heavy base. Now the base is what we're going to use in this review, of course. Because I'm going to review what comes with it and how it is when you take it out of the box. And that is the base that comes with this, which is really cool. I like this arm. Let's get this out and take a look at it. Wow, see, that's neat. So this is like a plastic film. And I'm guessing the ribbon that's basically inside here is all that RGB. So you have your mute button right here and your gain control right here. Of course, you can tighten so that the mic doesn't move. I want to see what happens here. Oh, wow. There we go. Looks like there might be light in here too, but I'm not 100% until we see it. But that's pretty cool. That looks decently done. This is not an expensive camera.
You're so stupid, bro.
This is awesome. I love the shape. Okay, so here we are. Here we have it. This is your ARGB button right here. Headphone jack. And of course, I believe if you press this, it becomes headphone or gain control. Not 100%, we'll find that out. And USB-C here. And of course, my favorite, the XLR. Now, USB-C is going to be pretty much the standard that most people are going to use with this microphone. But if you're looking for a little bit more professional control, you would use the XLR with, let's say, a Go XLR or Maono's Manolink equipment or whatever. Just something that gives it a little more amplification and a little more control with a mixer. Okay guys, so I'm going to adjust that kind of like how I would be if I was sitting at a desk. This is a standing desk right now. It's up high, so I'm standing here and I'm staying at around 1.5 to 2 feet away from the microphone. Now, the one thing that you want is the mic to be direct here This will minimize your audio. In other words, your output will be low. It is a straightforward, straight-on microphone. So you just literally put your mic how you want, however you're going to angle yourself. You know, if you're doing a talk show and you're sitting at your desk, whatever. And that is how that records. Now, another thing I want to point out, when I did the open box, I did the open box on this guy right here. And there is now this guy right here. Now, this one was sent in while I'm working on this one, and they are the same. I've checked everything as far as I can tell. They are the same, and I'll put links to both of them based on which one you want. The RGB like you've seen in the past on the rest of the video, or you want the whole thing to light up. There is a few more color modes on this, like red. There's no red on this one. Thought that was kind of I got it on, I'm going to call it Maono and Be Quiet Orange, but it's kind of more of a Be Quiet hue right here. And of course, it's just a touch of the button back, which you'll see on this one here. Right here is this for your light. This is for a headphone, so if you're having a headphone out, you can also monitor, and literally you can change by touching here the volume levels of whether it's the headphone or the microphone. So that is really cool too. And of course, the one touch. Of course, you couldn't hear me when I did that because it was muted. So I think overall the features are really good. I mean, they're definitely eye candy, and that is really, you know, kind of what it's all about in this live streaming, gaming, gimmicky. People like to see cool, and this is what this is. They are cool. Okay, now, much like the other mic, of course, I decided to plug this one in. One, so you get to see the lovely difference in the lighting. Instead of dots, this one has a stripe. And again, you just press and you can adjust. Oh, there was that mute. I'm just doing it to make sure that both mics are identical in sound on playback. And I just wanted to show you guys the difference in the type of lighting. I'm kind of more leaning on this one, but I could see a cutesy, or depending on the type of show a person's doing, this is definitely something that would stand out. Like, for example, I'm not just going to say like a girls podcast or something like that, but it's more flashy. If you're looking for the flashy, this one here is going to give you that, you know, side light and all the craziness, where this one's going to give you the butt light, and I do like the red. So that is something that I do like about this. Overall, guys, I think these mics, I was just listening to this one before I plugged in this one, and wow, they are really clear. Again, these are the PD100Xs, and of course, there are two different ways. Again, I will put both links in the description below. And yeah, I mean, I am definitely sold on these. These are really nice mics. Another thing I want to point out too, the stands. This is all metal. Now, I may have mentioned that earlier in the unboxing. And the base just unscrews, and you can put it on a mount or whatever you wish to put it on. I think these mics are, for the price, at this point in time, amazing, because you're getting the XLR headphone out and a USB-C, which I use XLR microphones. Of course, that means I don't use any of the other features. Now, what does that mean to me? Well, one, if I plugged in an XLR microphone or XLR to this, technically, if I plug into USB, I'm going to disable that just to have lighting. That's literally why I would plug the USB-C in. So, do I believe you're going to get better sound from the XLR? Yeah, you will. I mean, if you have like a Go XLR or something like that I have, it's going to probably improve the sound a bit. I don't think it needs it. I think this microphone works out of the box just like it is, and that impresses me a lot. Okay, I have noticed that the microphone is not as loud. And when I did notice that it was loud and I thought I was using this mic, somehow when I switched from this one to this one, it went to the Nexigo built-in condenser microphone, and that is a good mic, there's no doubt about it. But I want to know, and I want you to know, that the sound that came out during that point in time, which I will label, was the next ago. Now we're back to this one, and if you see, it did mute, whereas I hit mute on it during the other part of the recording, and when I played it back, I was like, oh, what the... it just kept going mute. So, little mistakes like that happen to the best of us. Anyway, this is the mic now, and they should be identical, because when I went back and I listened to this one, I was like, oh, it's nice and clear, blah, blah, blah. And then I went back to listen to this one, I'm like, wow, how did that get so loud in comparison to this one? And it was because it wasn't this one. So anyway, guys, this is going to conclude my review of these mics. I think they are absolutely great for their price point. I mean, any good mic under $100, especially with splashiness, is a great deal. Maono has always given me great product to look at, and that's why every microphone, except for the Nexigo up there, is powered by Maono, and I don't joke about that. I love their microphones. Every time you hear me talk, every time you hear me speak in a video, it is Maono. Maono is on my camcorders. Maono is on everything. I think their product just works. Amazing alternative to all the big overpriced stuff out there. Not saying that some of the overpriced or very pricey stuff isn't worth it. I'm just saying that in the end, you don't need it. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I just want to, thank everybody. We're about to hit 20,000 subscribers. We're literally, I think, 350 or something away from it. It's a milestone. It is. It really is. And I couldn't do it without you guys. So anyway, guys, thank you very much, and love all of you. Game over.